Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing 5 spooky meal ideas for you. So all throughout half term I was making a spooky meal each day and I filmed it to share it with you just in case you're looking for some ideas of what to make for Halloween this year. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this and get some spooky meal ideas. Okay, so we started off our week with garlic bread topped with mince and cheese, which is something new that I've seen, and it wasn't too Halloweeny, but someone did say in the comments of my meal plan video that it could be garlic bread to keep the vampires away. So there you go. So I've just got a red onion and some mince. I'm adding in some bolognese sauce. It was from a jar. I'll do my own next time, but I had it already in. So once the bolognese is ready, I've just got my garlic breads out and cut them in half. Then I sprinkled a little bit of cheese on, then topped it with the bolognese and then sprinkled a little bit more cheese on top. And then I put them in the oven, I think it was for about 25 minutes, and then they came out looking so golden and yummy, and they smell amazing too. And it tasted so good. We're having this meal again next week because it was so good, so I definitely recommend trying it. It's a nice easy meal and it was really tasty and really filling. Okay, so this is our meals all plated up. That's my one at the back, and then Jack's is on the orange plate and Mila's is on the pink plate. So for Tuesday night we had mummy dogs and I'm making some chips to go with it. I did actually cook these in the air fryer after boiling them for about 10 minutes. I forgot to film that though. So I've got some puff pastry here which I'm cutting into strips with a pizza cutter, which made it so much easier. And then I'm wrapping up my hot dogs with the pastry. I left a little gap at the top for the eyes to go when they're cooked. There was a little bit of extra pastry that I've just made a little plait thing with, which Jack absolutely loved. Yeah, here's our meals all finished. I didn't bother putting any eyes on mine, but the kids loved theirs. So Wednesday is supposed to be green mac and cheese, but I've not got macaroni. I've got this special Halloween pasta, which I got from Aldi. So I'm just going to boil that first, and then I'm going to get on to making my cheese sauce. So to make my cheese sauce, I'm melting some butter first. Then I add in a little bit of flour once it's melted, and I make that into a roux. And then normally here I would add in milk gradually, but I only realised after I started that I hadn't got any milk, and I was actually getting milk the next day. So I thought I would just try it with water and see how it went, and it did work. It wasn't as good as milk, so I would obviously choose milk if I had it, but yeah, I completely forgot that I didn't have it until I opened the fridge, and I'd already started boiling the pasta, so I couldn't really change the days around. But anyway, it did seem to work okay. So yeah, I'm just adding the water gradually and mixing it lots, and it seemed to work quite well. I did have some garlic and herb Philadelphia, so I thought I would add that in because I thought it might help with the creaminess that I would normally have from the milk. And it did give it a really nice flavour as well, because I like garlic and herb flavour. Then I'm sprinkling in some cheese. I didn't do any measurements for this, I'm literally just guessing. But yeah, I made enough sauce, which is good. But yeah, I wasn't following any recipe or anything. I was just making it up as I went along. So yeah, I'm just mixing that cheese in until it's all melted. And then someone commented on my video where I had my meal plan, my spooky meal plan, saying that I could use spinach to make it green instead of green food colouring, which was such a good idea. I can't believe I didn't think of. And I had some spinach in the freezer, so I've just put that in. It is frozen, but I thought it won't take long to defrost in there, so I'm just mixing that round a bit to get it defrosted, and then I'm gonna blend it up to make it into a green sauce. So I'm just using my hand blender to blend up all the spinach, and I did have to blend it for quite a long time, and there was still a few little bits in it, and Mila didn't like it. I gave her some of the normal pasta and some with the green sauce on, and she said she didn't like the green sauce. So I really liked it. I thought it was really nice, but yeah, she didn't like it, and Jack obviously didn't even taste it, but I wasn't surprised by that. But yeah, it does look quite green. I did actually add in a few drops of green food colouring to make it look a bit more spooky, but they weren't that impressed with it anyway. So here's our meals all dished up. I did put a couple of eyes on the green pasta to make it look a bit like a monster. But yeah, I thought this was really nice, but yeah, the green sauce didn't go down very well with the kids. Okay, so for Thursday night we're doing stuffed jack-o'-lantern peppers. So what I did first was cut the top off of each pepper, and then I'm cutting out the middle part with all the seeds in. Then I just used a knife to cut out a pumpkin face on each one. It was a bit more fiddly than an actual pumpkin because they're a lot smaller, but it wasn't too tricky and I was really impressed with how they all turned out in the end. How cute is that one? Yeah, I really like doing these. And although not everyone ate all of it, I really enjoyed it, and I think Mila really enjoyed hers as well. So to stuff the peppers, I'm literally just putting some of this sweet and sour rice that I got from Aldi and topping it with a bit of cheese, and then putting it in the oven. I think it was only about 20-25 minutes, something like that. But I think maybe next time I'll add some meat in there, because Dan he said yeah he would prefer it if there was some meat in there. So I just thought for the first time I would just try it simple, just with some rice and some cheese, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, here's our meals all dished up. I did put some halloumi that I had in the fridge and some salad with it, and I really enjoyed this, and I thought it looked really cute too. Okay, so Friday night we've got green spaghetti and eyeballs. That's just pesto spaghetti. The eyeballs is mozzarella balls with a slice of red grape and a raisin. I forgot to film myself doing this one, but yeah, here's mine. I've got some sun-dried tomatoes, and it's not as well presented as the kids, but it was really delicious. Thank you so much for watching this. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye!